Hey, story lovers. Before we start today's story, I want to share some exciting news, and that's we started a Patreon channel. If you like our videos, then please consider subscribing to our Patreon page, Animated Horror Stories. We'll place a link in the comment section below. We appreciate your support, as every bit helps and is put towards the production of more real horror stories for you and your entertainment. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe and share these videos with your friends. We'd like to say it helps keep the lights on, but as you already know, evil prefers to work in the dark. And with that said, the hour is upon us, so let's get started, shall we? Some things in this world are just beyond our control. Things which we can't see with our eyes, but they can always see us. And once their evil eye has came upon us, they could destroy our whole life.
Oh, my sweet child. What is happening with you? Your parents say you've been acting really strange lately. I'm here to help you. Please tell me if something or someone is bothering you.
No, I can't. I don't know how I can explain it.
Tell me, Rihanna, what is bothering you? I will help you.
No, you can't help me. He's here. Oh my God, he won't leave me. I can't say anything.
This is the story of a young girl, Rihanna. The following incident is true and happened 15 years ago. Rihanna used to live with her family on a busy street. Even though most of the neighborhood was very old-fashioned, her family, however, was actually very modern and open-minded. She was 19 years old and was the only child to her family.
Hey, Mr. Cameraman, make sure the pictures come out good. I don't like my pics looking bad.
Say cheese!
Okay, so what do we do today? Go shopping or watch a movie? I say we do both.
She was lovely and joyful and would always be busy in her own world.
Daddy, here's your newspaper.
She never liked wearing traditional Muslim clothing, always preferred Western clothing. Even though it was frowned upon by the neighborhood, nobody knew that this joyful life of this little girl would soon be destroyed.
I don't know what happened with Rihanna. She has been acting strange for the past few days. She doesn't talk to anyone or even come out of her room.
Don't worry, young kids act like this all the time. I think you need to talk to her. Just talk to her like a friend. And then, one day...
Mama? Oh! Rihanna!
The girl, who would never wear anything other than modern Western clothes, came out of her room wearing a full burqa. Her parents were shocked. Seeing this sudden change, the whole neighborhood was surprised, especially when she started wearing the burqa all the time. Her parents tried to talk to her a lot, but she would never tell them what was actually wrong with her, and why her behavior had suddenly changed. They even took her to a psychiatrist, but even that didn't help. Her mother would often see her talking to someone alone in her room. But it didn't take long for them to realize that she had been possessed by a Jinn. So one day, they decided to take her to a Malvive for an exorcism.
Please save my daughter. That damned evil Jinn is ruining her life. She has totally changed. Please, do something.
But even that didn't help. The Jinn was very powerful, and when they reached home, the Jinn warned them not to try to separate him from the girl, otherwise he would kill her. But the parents just wanted to get rid of the evil Jinn, so one day they took her to a bigger Maldive, and there they were finally able to exorcise that Jinn away from her body. Her parents were happy and relieved. Oh, thank God. The Jinn has gone away. Life got back to normal. Then, one day, while her mother was doing some work in the house, she noticed something.
Rihanna, where are you, girl? Rihanna? Rihanna!
She noticed a strong smell of kerosene coming from the kitchen. She was startled and quickly ran towards the kitchen. And what she saw in the kitchen shocked her to death. The kitchen was bolted from the inside, and there was Rihanna, standing inside, pouring kerosene all over her body. Her mother shouted and screamed, and then Rihanna spoke.
I told you. I told you not to try to get me away from her. But you didn't listen. Now, see what I will do to your daughter.
Rihanna was not clearly in her senses. It was the Jinn talking from her mouth. And then she lit a matchstick and set herself aflame. Her mother kept screaming for help. Hearing her screams, the neighbors gathered around, and they managed to get her out of the kitchen and took her to the hospital. While they were talking in the hospital, Rihanna kept asking for her mother.
Mom, how did this happen?
She received 80% burns on her body and was immediately admitted to the hospital.
Oh, my Rihanna girl, why did you do this to yourself?
She was in the ICU, and her parents were not allowed to be with her, but she kept pleading for her father.
Don't leave me, Dad. Please don't leave me. He will kill me. Don't go, Daddy.
But they had to leave her alone. By the next morning, Rihanna was dead. The evil Jinn had finally killed that poor, sweet little girl. Well, friends, how'd you like today's story? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for this channel to listen each and every weekday for more real horror stories. We got a ton of amazing real horror stories, and we're dying to share them with you. So until then, stay out of the dark and stay tuned for our next video.